new #2. So this is actually going to be really interesting to see. Look at all these beautiful sponsors on the side here.
Yeah, right? Look, this is who's bringing you this stream and this event, so definitely shout them out. By the way, shout outs to Endgame TV, bringing in Splatoon. So happy for them with the help of Nintendo of America, doing some Splatoon out here, which is great. Getting into this match, so yeah, this is definitely not an easy battle here for Rio here, but I would say, though, he's definitely a player who, when he gets the hits, he makes the most of them and gets hard punishes. And that's what's going to keep him in this set, is not making the most of every single little hit he can possibly muster.
Soulstasis had great DI following it, but speaking of getting those hits, actually went for the footstool setups with Ike, something that he himself has developed and perfected. And this is something with Ike especially, you're going to see huge damage come out of that. And sometimes even full stocks. I know on Little Mac, it's something he can take from 0 to death.
Yeah. Oh, Soulstasis getting him into the air, but Rio thankfully getting right back down to the stage. Nice shield. Now he has an opportunity to deal some more damage, but of course, as Ike, you really can't chase off stage, and Soulstasis has such a large margin of error off stage against this. You really can just slow things down and reset back to neutral without any problem.
And now it's very important that Rio keeps up this game plan. We see him full control of center stage, and I don't obviously we're not going to see it because Rio's not going to go for something so risky. But Ike and Bayo, if he does go for a high side B, that's an easy witch time and forward smash. It's a complete massacre.
I don't know if he should have died to that necessarily, but that was a great setup there by Rio off the throw. And now Soulstasis is finding himself probably a lot, worse for wear, considering where he was a few moments ago.
Yeah, this is not a player you want to find yourself at a deficit to. Rio has such great movement options and such great debates where he'll step forward and then immediately do a side step back, and then suddenly you're in Ike's clutches taking huge damage.
Well, that's the thing too, is that now Ike doesn't have to come to you. No. You're now sucked into his vacuum of buttons. Now, thankfully for Soulstasis, he has evened things up a little bit here. But again, Rio can still play a little back here, but doesn't have too much room to do so. Now he does have to maintain a presence in this, and still Soulstasis is taking advantage, trying to get him into the air as often as possible. That's where he's going to be able to deal the most damage.
Oh my God, such great luck so far on these witch times. 3 for 3 in a row. Rio going to get down from it, but has now given up the lead.
So you can see Rio trying to get a button out of that shield, maybe getting a little bit of anti out of it. Now going and getting the grab because he knows it's one of his best options to get not only damage but kills.
Look, I love these shield stops. He's getting these full shields out of run, and he puts himself in a position because he's noticed Soulstasis is pushing a lot of buttons. Because when you're Bayo, why not? You have such good ones.
That's her middle name right there, Buttons. I don't know her last name though, if she has one.
Oh, that's beautiful play there. And it was a really good adaptation because we saw him lose to 3 straight witch times, and instead of saying, okay, I'm done trying to, hit you with this jab and, interact with your grab or your up B or whatever you're going to do, I'm instead going to run up and shield on you. So if you witch time, I'm going to grab you. If you up B, I'm going to anti-air you. He's got such good adaptation, just mid-match like that. Was able to come out and say, you have made good progress and you have put me on my back foot. I now have to reassert myself. And a really good showing from Soulstasis, no doubt. Yeah. This is obviously going to be a major upset if this were to happen. This is not something you would expect in, I believe, either winners round 1 or winners round 2 of Genesis pools.
Yeah, Rio, playing into Soulstasis' playstyle of hitting a lot of buttons in the air and short hop range right outside of his shield. So yeah, why not run up and shield and go for more grabs? It's only going to get Soulstasis to hit more buttons, which you can punish even harder. So Rio really kind of just playing that mind game very, very slightly, but it's, I'm sure for him just second nature at this point. But the grabs really can throw off someone's playstyle so much as well as play into it and get them to kind of play into their own weaknesses.
Especially with the character with the tools that Bayo has. Yeah. It's one of those things where you kind of, the thought of characters that do well against Bayo are going to be the characters that do have those grab setups.
So now we're on Dreamland, giving Soulstasis a little more of an opportunity and potential to get off the ceiling combos onto Rio and making it harder for him to land as well. But Rio can still shark through the stages, or through the platforms, and he's, as you can see, not having a lot of trouble keeping Soulstasis in the air once he lands back onto the stage.
Yeah, Soulstasis has to be very careful because you're right, he's going to try to escape with these platforms, but if Rio's ready for it, you're going to see that up smash and that Ragnar clip through that side platform. And the counter! The counter killing from center stage!
And he hasn't been conditioned to see that whatsoever. So you're thinking, oh, I'm safe to chase this Ike down in midair, counter killing him right off the top.
Especially with Bayo, it's like, yo, check these buttons.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to sit here and just side B in the middle of the air using these guaranteed combos. And he recognized the one moment he was going to be free from it and absolutely took advantage of it.
Now Rio still looking comfortable at the ledge too, knowing and picking the right option. Good job finding him at a ledge attack. And then a nice grab right off the witch times. So now Soulstasis getting caught on notice there. Now has to pick and choose his witch times, which is going to be even better for Rio. And there you go. Eruption.
I was so worried about that. Once he hit that counter, I was like, oh, his options are so limited. And then he started that eruption, and that side B went a little bit too high. It didn't grab onto ledge, and that's all she wrote. Bayo dying at sub 60% off before hit.
That's all she wrote right there for sure. So these Bayos now 1-1 on our stream. I was wondering how many Bayos we'll get in a row.
We'll see.